Let's get into our next speaker. So 10 years or a decade, he has been in this group. He spent time coaching and training different organizations and government on the subject of personal development, leadership, public health, and family philosophy. He is recognized among the main 200 young South Africans in health. He also has a podcast called Life Mastery with Transit. He has this famous ways that he says, where we help you become the best version of yourself, so that nobody can know it. You should go to that. Please have the name of that podcast. He published 2 personal development books. These are the ones that I was telling you about. Step to the next level. Finish with a bang. The one that we were just talking about. This book has won an award in the 2023. In 2023, the year 2023. It's an award-winning book. That's why we call him an award-winning author in the African Honorary Authors Awards. He is here because he has accomplished so much in such short years, and we need to know the formula. He's going to talk to us about careers. So if you can't be a businessman, maybe you can propel or do well wherever you are in your career. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together as we welcome and honor Mr. N.G. Mafarafa. A round of applause, please. A round of applause. So, stretches in this life on the way, we love still when darkness sing back till you keep pressing on beyond and only
Good afternoon, my Good afternoon, my daughter. Let us give a round of applause to Mr. Abednego Makina. So, what you have done, that song was playing, that you are a pioneer. You have gone just a little bit ahead of us to see first, to see better, and to see ahead. By just talking to one man, you are influencing a family. And by influencing a family, influencing a community. By influencing a community, you're influencing a nation. You can touch one man, the world will change. So let's give him a round of applause. To the other speakers that have spoken, Dr. Olivia just left now. She's traveling across the country to another country. That's why you saw us taking pictures. Then we will not undermine the event. So we wanted to have a picture of the people, right? And thank you, Prince and the power speak and pay lunch, have some lunch with you, and spend and learn some few things about franchising and so on. So I speak on family a lot. I speak on self-mastery and personal development, and I speak on public health and leadership. So today I am in my shoes as a coach, speaking personal development and self-mastery in the area of career. And when we talk about will cut across whether you are an employee or an employee. A career doesn't necessarily mean employed. Be having a business, it's your space. Okay, you could be a musician. So, but just talk about a few things in that topic, which I call the next level. Okay, positioning your career for the next level. So I'm going to talk about 4 things: building internal value. Number 2, I'll talk about common errors and disruptors of excellence. Number 3, I'll talk about avoiding living a tragic life, which is what I talk about in this book, Finishing with a Bang. There's 3 kinds of finishes. There's one where you finish as if you were never born. You know those kind of people that in their, what do you call the thing that we read at the end? Obituary, they say he was born, went to school, got married, and died. You know, that's like he didn't exist. Okay? And then the second, that one, it's fine to die like that. If you can't be in the last one, be in the first one. You'd rather be born, go to school, get a job, get married, give birth, and die. At least we'll remember your children. Then the second group is the ones that finish in a painful and an embarrassing. Because many of us finish like that. That is what Chalebia was talking about, society. They were running so nice, but they died as if life was a problem. Okay? So we help you avoid those 2. And the third one is when you finish with a bang. When you finish, somebody starts. Hello? You see, men that are seated here, when they finish whatever they are doing, somebody must start. Your conclusion must be an activation for the next generation. And that's what I talk about in this book, Finish with a Bang. And the next level, I talk about steps to project your life to the next level in such a way that you live a life where nobody can. You see, it's one thing to live a life, and it's another to live a life in such a way that when people have a problem, your name comes into the debate. But not as the one who caused it. It comes into the debate to say, we have a problem, we can help us solve it. Hello. I can't really give a so you know that those men that when we have a conversation, they make to sleep. Or in a family that they make sure that the meeting starts and ends before you arrive, or it starts when you, because you're a problem. But that those people, nothing starts before you. You have to arrive. They say, no, you can't start before Maharabara. Hey, do you understand? Like, hey, even if you are in business, they know that if you are in that space, the meeting produces good results because you were there. Let me feedback. I'm not sure if you can lower it, but you know what I'm saying. So let's leave that. So this is what I'm talking about. There's a gentleman who his name is Ali Hafid. He used to own a farm, and he's an African man. He owned a farm some years ago. The farm was doing well, and then he started having. You see, this meetings sometimes they're good, and sometimes if you're not ready for the next level, please don't talk about it and don't ask anybody questions. Go and think and chew and then wait for the time where your mind is matured enough to perceive the seed that you're sowing in your brain. Now, this man had a conversation with other farmers and about hearing that other farmers have added diamonds in their farms. Now their farms are being converted to diamond mine. But in his farm, he doesn't see diamonds, so he sold the farm. He sold the farm to go and diamond prospecting, right? He traveled with countries and nations and killed ducks and flew looking for diamonds. Isn't that all of us are looking for ching in some way, right? So he's looking for diamonds. He never found it. Until when he realized that, look, I can't find anything. And then he went and jumped and threw himself into moving waters, and nobody knew where he died. Looking for diamond. But the person that he sold the diamond, the farm to, one day was walking in a creek and saw this moving water, and he sees this blue shining thing. He's like, what is this? He picks it up, goes in his house, just put it somewhere on the shelf. This is a beautiful gem. It's a beautiful stone. It's shining. I like just it generally decorating. And then somebody visits his house. You know, that's what Mr. Powers, they see opportunity. So Mr. Powers visits him. Figuring what is that? Can I see it? So this is a diamond. The man said, no way, it's not a diamond. It's just here in my mouth. I just want to know. Come on. Mr. Powers, it's a diamond. Are you sure? Yes, it's a diamond. So you can sell this thing and you'll never be poor again for the rest of your life. The men take it to those who polish diamonds. They found it to be the biggest diamond ever discovered in Africa. They sold it and they found even few more. It is now one of the biggest diamond mines in Africa. What happened? That's where some of us are seated. We are seated on diamonds. We will die in a lake committing suicide looking for diamonds, but we're sitting on it. And that's where Africa is, right? The reason why many Africans are poor is because they are working on mines undiscovered. Hello. You see, we are working on productivity that has never been tapped into. Because we are waiting for somebody to call us to submit a CV. So I came here to tell you, stop looking for somebody higher. Start looking for problems to solve that you can convert into solutions and sell them for money. You see, the people that earn a lot are not the people that have big titles, but it's people who are able to solve important problems in society. So even if you are an employee, you see, do you know that there are some employees that you don't know in your own company? Do you know, they could be, you've seen this guy walking, you know, when all they're not dating on one another, but you don't know, when they say, died. You know those kind of people who die. But then there's some people, when they die, it's a big bang. It's like, but no, not that one. Not that one. Okay. So you need to reinvent yourself as such a person that, because it is believed, I remember this gentleman, his name is Shulan, he said, you do not earn more for the hour. You earn more for the value that you extract out of the hour. So, the question is, what is your value and how much do we get out of an hour of the time? Hello? Because we could have a conversation. I know, if I could have lunch with these two gentlemen right here, it would be very expensive. But sometimes if I could have, for you, it's also a lunch at by. A friend of mine posted on Facebook that he was taken for lunch by a friend and a mentor of his, and his lunch was 1,700 rand. What are you eating? And that is when you have prestige. You are invited in the right meetings to have the right conversation with the right people for the right reasons. Some of us are avoided on the way. So it takes intentional positioning on your own to say, I will not be ignored. You see, we were talking about family, and some men are ignored by even their wives. Because when the man speaks, people get confused. It's better if the man didn't speak. So, a few months ago, I was celebrating my 10th wedding anniversary. So we went around looking for service providers to celebrate. And I looked for a photographer and I looked for sound. The first photographer quoted me 1,500. The second photographer quoted me 3,000. The third one quoted me 15,000. The fourth one quoted me 27,000. All of them, I got to take photos. What are they going to photos? Using one digital camera. Full stop. I needed nothing. I just needed photos. No print out, just photos. Then I went for sound. I first dived for sound. The first one, the other one quoted me 60,000. The third one quoted me 31,000. And I gave them the same one quotation, a number of microphones, a set of drums, a piano, they had number of piano. The piano. They had to bring their own bass and a lead, a speaker, and a bass speaker. And these different prices are not because they are having cheap material. All of them told that JBL. What is the problem? Value. Value. The one who quoted me 1,500 rand for photos, and the one who quoted me 27,000 rand. It's how they perceive themselves as valuable or less valuable. They have put a price on the product that they sell. So what is the price of the product in the marketplace? You see, some of you, when you resign, the company does not feel like they've paid a lot. But some of you, when you have worked only for 2 years, when you pay your severance package, it's the value that you provide. This gentleman, they know if one of their managers was to leave, or if one of their cleaners was to leave, who would they worry a lot about paying? Let me leave you them. Elon Musk once said, you are paid in direct proportion to the problems you solve. So I treat myself, even now, as a consultant. If you spend time with me, I will send you an invoice, because I want you to know, even if I discount that invoice to 0, I want you to know how much my time is worth for you. So, another story is just this gentleman, he was an engineer of some sort. They invited him in this company to come and solve an electromechanical problem. They say, hey, come, and then he comes in 2 minutes later. Then everything starts making sense. That invoice writes $10,000 US. I said, no sense. He did not even spend a minute. He just arrived now, and everything is working and charging us $10,000 US to change the invoice. And then he wrote, for the time spent $1 for no one to touch 9,999. So let me tell you, it's not about your presence. That you can be present and nothing happens. So it's about the value in your presence. That is what happens when you are not there. Your children are so happy. And some of you, when you are not there, your children are frustrated because they feel direction is missing here. Hello. Are you with me? You're right. My daughter. Right? Okay. All right. So let me move on. So what do you need to do now? You need to take value from within. You don't create value by being given a position. No. You create value by building an attitude that attracts the things that you need. Because you see, when you have a stinking attitude, you attract stinkiness around your life. Hey, but when you have a good, healthy attitude, you attract good things. You see, life attracts like there's an energy that presents from inside of you. From what? You see, the Bible says a man thinks so is he. So what do you see? Look at yourself, take a look right now and look at the mirror of self on the phone. When you look at this guy's argument, that's what comes to you. You go home, man, you are very simple, very tired, because you preach. When you enter lift up the jail of the hello. When nothing look at this, because honor comes with you. But so there are people when you think of paying them, so feel like you are losing. There are people when you think of paying them, you feel like when you don't pay them, and I feel like when you don't pay them, you feel like you are losing. There are people when you pay them, you feel like you are losing. And there are people when you don't pay them, you feel like you are losing. And there are people when you don't pay them, which one are you? We all know beyond certain. We all know beyond certain. The scene is on a global tour. It's on a global tour. It is set at the end of the tour. In ticket sales only, in ticket sales collected $2.5 billion US on one tour. going to 2.5 billion US. They are no. Ticket sales. 2.5 billion no. Ticket sales. But I know 2.5 billion US dollars. So if we were to invite every month 40,000, so it's influences the direction of the economy where she holds the concerts. Are you okay? So what is it that you build in your career? And what does it influence in your movement? I've been a physicist for 10 years, right? And in the 13 years of teaching, I don't have, and now I've learned something in my business. And now I've learned something that you in this book. Why are you saying that if you own a business and you're in business and it's not in the business and other coaches in my name? That's what you're getting other coaches in my name. So, but because your movement, when I started, I was not be at the place where the decisions are announced. I will not be at the decisions are discussed. The place where decisions are announced. I will be at the place where decisions are discussed. So there's a quote by the guy named Brady White said, don't wait for it to make it happen. Don't make your own hope, make it happen. And whatever you believe, make your own hope, make it happen. Whatever you believe to count down on from upon high, but by doing what you can to make it happen by yourself right now, right here. By yourself right now, right here. Wait. So there are rules of excellence. The first rule is called the architect of excellence. The first rule is philosophy, the architect, which means that you cannot go philosophy, which means that you cannot go what you have not yet drawn. The first rule of excellence is the first rule of excellence. You cannot build what you have not yet drawn. You cannot build what you have not yet drawn. You cannot go where you have not seen yet. Whether it could be just about your family. You can't leave your family to a place where you visualized. See, when you wake up in the morning, you speak to yourself and say, this is me, and you know in your bank account, and you know in your bank account there's 1,000. But you're not going every man that you see, every man that you see with significant number one, they believe in themselves, number two, they show themselves doing what they believe in. Therefore, the resources they get what's nothing. The university is looking with those who are going. So if you have not design the framework of your life, don't surprise when you come here next year and grow as this morning. Because the architect's philosophy says you sit down, visualize, you then model it a little bit, and then you weigh it out to reality. And then you also invite others to contribute. There's no man who's successful. Anything significant in life works alone. The second one is the mathematician's philosophy. You cannot solve a problem without the methods. So you get married. The wife says, "Where are we going? We're gonna live in Senten." How? I will see. No, it doesn't work like that. You must write down the method. How are you going to do it? Some of the methods are not necessarily written, but you must know how. Hello. Do you know why there's a lot of get-rich quick schemes? It's because people don't care about the method. If you come to me and I say, you say, can you give me my coach? I'll say yes. And then the first coaching session will be about assessing where you are. The second coaching session doesn't matter where you are. It's about setting goals. The point of setting goals is not about the goals. We're not interested in the goals. We're interested in the essence that you become by using the method of chasing your goals. So if you can't even stick your energy to just achieving one small goal, why should you give your energy spend more time on you to achieve bigger goals? One of my mentors said to me, no matter what, it takes the same energy that you use to make 10,000 to make a million. He said, it takes the same energy that you use to make 10,000, the same way that you make 1 million. He said, it takes the same energy. Okay, please explain it. He said, for you to make 10,000, you must know that you need to make 10,000. You must want to make 10,000. You must exert energy to make 10,000. You must be disciplined not to quit before you make 10,000. It is the same energy to make a video. And it takes the same energy to squander it in reverse. The third philosophy is called God's philosophy. No, you want to win. No, why you want to win. In God's philosophy, there's an element you must identify a space in which you want to be a master and craft yourself. There's so many of us who speak on personal development. Hello. There's so many. There are so many entrepreneurs in this world. There's so many. But there are some of them that even if we were to try to listen to them, you would not understand what is going on. Okay? They can do, but they can't teach. You know it happens again. So, but if you dominate, you become a force, not only in action, in principles that somebody can copy and repeat. We can watch you from a distance and model your action and get to the same results that you've achieved. Hello. Now, when you are in dominance, it doesn't mean you are suppressing others. Dominance also means that you are pulling others as well to the same sphere of influence as you are. The fourth one is the famous philosophy. Yeah, it says you cannot sail if you do not understand the tide. You know, back in the day, they were using those rafts with the sail on top. They had to wait for the movement of the air. If you change by a quarter of a degree and allow that quarter of a degree to move like that for 30 minutes, you are lost forever. So this is what it means. If you're going to build marriage, you need to understand that sometimes there are difficulties. You don't have to know the answers of how to solve everything, but you need to know that sometimes you have a problem, so be ready to go look for an answer. If you start a business, he said, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But if you don't, you go into business thinking that everything will be good. The day it's bad, you will quit and run away or commit suicide. There's a gentleman, his name is James Smith. He's a German, he was a German billionaire. In 2006, I think he was in the top 100 billionaires, right? Global billionaires. He was big. I mean, it was big. He had hundreds and hundreds of employees across the world. In 2008 global recession, this man said, 2009 he jumped in front of a speeding train, in front of a speeding train and died. You know why he jumped? He's very low on a media list. He's very low on a media list. There's no man who finished with the back. Handle the difficulties. He could not handle the difficulties. He used to build these difficulties, knowing that when I fail this thing, the fifth one, the law of the mirror. See yourself better. Take time to reflect on your inside, on your attitude. I know when I finish it, some of you just scrolling on WhatsApp that is for 2 hours. Then you go on TikTok for 40 minutes. And then you go on Instagram. Listen to me. Expanding your energy. You see? This is that we are talking about. This is that we are talking about. But many of them don't. Because when we finish here, they will do. What was it? Oh. And it ends there. And others will say, how was the seminar? Yeah. And then they start elaborating what they take time to reflect. The sixth one, the law of association. If you can take your phone right now and look at the numbers that you keep on dialing, then ask yourself what we're talking about. When we spend our time talking about, You see, you are the sum total of 5 different framework of thinking that you go into your brain. So there's certain 5 people or 6 people that you're always listening to all the time, intentionally and unintentionally. When you think, you're like, I want to listen to this one. What I want to listen to this one. There's a second people sometime around 19 in the 90s. Check the influence of hip hop music. So they studied boys in the US who listen to hip hop music, and then there's 2 guys. They watched them over time. And one day it is written that these guys, they entered inside the car, closed the doors, played hip hop music as loud, no smoking, no drugs. They just played out for a few minutes, and they got out with guns and knives and started sniping and shooting people around them. And they asked why. The influence of the music created rage inside of them just by listening. You can be a better person just listening to what you listen to. Let me leave that. So what are the common errors? Number 1, some people don't do well because they major in minors. They major in minor things. You specialize in less important things. You see, you must be careful not to specialize in knowing what is not important. You know where everybody is born. This is what I want you to think, and I will pay you for thinking. You see, thinking is the most difficult job in the world. That's why so few people do it. Thinking is the most difficult job in the world. That's why people do it. People who think and a lot. People who, you see, the Bible. So if you want the Christian, this part of me, I'm not I put it that as a mistake, but this is what I read in the book of Proverbs. Have you seen a diligent man? He will not sit before men of obscure men. It says a diligent man rules, but a lazy man will be put to forced labor. This is what it means. When you are lazy to think, you will work by force. Somebody decides what time you wake up and what time you sleep. Number 4, the biggest reason. This is called the arrival syndrome. You know, people in arrival. Maybe I'll close here. Maybe I'll close here because we don't have time. He was telling me, no. He was, no, you can invite me again. Okay? He was, that's what this conference that you are taking, the vision was conceived 5 years ago. And one of the men that was supposed to have the year sending a tweet, I'm sure he was tweeting talking about this topic. The late Dr. John Timar. I started my journey after listening to him exactly 20 years ago today, 2003, he spoke about the power of the dream. He said the dream is a bridge that never comes to an end. You will never arrive at success. He tells a story. He says, as I sit down, there was this couple. They won tickets to go on a cruise. Husband and wife. Excited. It doesn't happen. They went on a cruise. Arrived at the cruise, they locked themselves in a balcony room watching the sea and the dolphins jumping. They carried their own pusher. They carried their own dry vegetables and everything. They carried all the food they will need into the cruise. A cruise where they were supposed to eat food cooked by master chefs. Where they were going to watch 3 concerts and swim in swimming pools that are warmed up. They stepped. On the last day, the captain of the ship said, everybody that is invited in the farmer that is 2 cities visiting. I know everybody's going to go find them. They went. On the last day, the last night before they turned to the harbor to get off, they find them. It's so nice. They were making their own bed. People were supposed to get out of the room and change the linen. People made their own linen. Hello. Now, they said, let's go. That's ended. And they have an opportunity of a lifetime. Never, ever in your life, anything. So 3 things you must do. Don't lead without the vision. A visionless man is a directionless man. And a man without direction is told by anything and anyone. Number two, I'm closing. I'm leaving. I'm going to sit down. Do not allow greatness to die in you. The greatest tragedy in life is not the greatest tragedy, but it is what we let die in us while we're still. Dr. Miles Monroe always said the wealthiest place their lives are because their lives music and movies and design, businesses and decided die with greatness and last. Never allow yourself to get in the head of dreamers. Dream. What are you becoming? Thank you very much for that talk. And we are moving on. Got the last speaker. Quite a lot of questions. We might not be able to go through them all. Please read them. Those that you think should come at the top. Read them. Just ask those. Just say hi. And then we will be uploading them. Just say those that get majority can be asked. And going to be the last speaker of the podium. And then we will go to the questions. And then are we still okay? We will go to those questions. Our last speaker of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is an author of motivational books. He's got the copies here of
footprints of the national books and unlocking legends and unlocking. He's a pastor. He's a business coach. He's a pastor. He's a philanthropist. He's an alchemist. An entrepreneur whose business ventures into Texas and restaurant. The first black man. Well, he is the first black man to own whiskey. His recent statement on Instagram says there is a correlation between the direction in which you pull and your success. Okay, I'm saying that again. The direction in which you pull, there's a correlation between the direction and your success. And your success. I don't know what is the topic today. I don't know what I know is that he's here to advise us. What I know is that gentlemen, with the best round of applause, gentlemen, let's welcome Mr. With the best round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Charles. You can either pull your zip up. You can either pull your zip up or pull it down. If you want to keep it down, all the time, you will remain a protein for life. Gentlemen, let me break some protocols. You have seen all these wonderful guys, ties, and suits. I just decided to leave. And the next protocol that I'm going to just become closer to the people. That's the law of success. Be unique, be different. That's all. Who's going to buy? That's the first law. Mr. Makila, thank you very much for the invite to the fellow speakers. It has been great. I don't know what to say after Mafara as possible. So all I can do is to summarize what everybody else has said, because I'm planning for my own. I hope you're going to enjoy the summer. To the MC of the day, just to alert you that I'm old-fashioned, I'm 60 years old, and my watch moves slower than yours. No, I'm going to use my own watch, which is much more slower than yours. And the day is like 1,000 years to Christians. 1,000 years is like a day. You know those scriptures, just do not call. So let me and leave me alone. I wrote my first book, Footprints of my legend. From Popa. It's a story of my life. Popa. It's a book where I come from, where I started, where I started a few years ago. But the highlight is the story. It's a divorce. And if there were ladies here, I was going to say to them, don't ever think, because I'm not available anymore. I get a lot of women after a lot of books, and I'm not on the market either. The second book is what is successful. It's a book where I went to churches, especially black churches. In Monday to Monday. He jumped by even we don't even know where to end. At the end of the day, you ask yourself, to praise, to worship. No. Some of the songs that we sing we just lose weight. It's just like an exercise. Ijikeleza, what to put the and save time. And I went to white churches all over the world. I mean, TPJs, Kenneth Copeland, with Richard my YouTube, I interviewed him himself, his wife, I had to was speaking with her as well to see that on my YouTube channel. I met a lot of people. I realized that there's something that makes these people tick. And I'm hearing it in this book. Unlocking the success code. I don't know. Oh, you pay for it. Thank you very much. You look like you don't want to pay for it. It comes along with the workbook. Now you can type. I did a few research a few days back. I realized that having a room with a view is 2 years to your life. Living with clutter, subtract 1 year from your life. Caring for a pet adds 2 years to your life. Noise pollution, subtract 5 years to your life. Being female, subtract adds 10 years to your life. Adds 10 years. That's why women live longer. Being married adds 7 years to your life. Adds 7 years to your life. Getting a divorce 3 years to your life. 3 years to your life. Bad posture. The way you sit. Subtract 3 years to your life. Being happy adds 9 years to your life. Low self-esteem subtracts 4 years. Insufficient sleep subtracts 5 years. Having faith adds 7 years. Having faith now adds 6 years. Because I want to live longer. Because I want to make this decision. Live longer. I'm going to have a room with to add 2 years. I'm going to care for a pet. I'm going to care for another 2 years. And I'll stay married 7 years. I'll stay 7 years. 9 years. Happy. I'll stay 9 years. I'll stay in faith 7 years. And that will take me to 87. And at 87. Who cares whether I'm a female or male? Who cares whether I'm a male? I'll just do a sex change. And live up to 97. Six basic laws of success. 6 basic laws of success. The first law, I'll call it the law of difference. That's the one that I started. If you had, I can move on to the next. Law. The law of difference. The law of difference. If 2 of you, then 1 of you is not necessary. Successing people is either similarity creates comfort. If you look into the restaurants, Burger King, they sell burgers. And their slogan is have it your own way. How do you want your burger? Extra tomato, extra onion, extra bacon. Not even a single burger is bacon. Not a single burger is bacon. That's how they differentiated themselves. They said McDonald's too. But it's all about. They don't care whether it's junk. They don't care whether it will kill you. It's all about. If you come to Wimpy If it has to win, we said that is true. But we say, sit down and enjoy every moment. We don't worry whether you're in a rush or not. But who are selling the same process? We get our bread from the same source and butter. The law of difference. What is one way that you can say today that differentiates you from others? No one. David, King David. If I say Solomon, wisdom. If I say Robert, healing. You say healing. Evangelist. Muhammad evangelist. You probably say Maradona. Mandela. Steve Jobs. If I say Bill Gates, you probably say Microsoft. If I say Mafarafa, what is one way that describes you? The law of difference. How different is your product? Genesis 1 verse 28 says, then God blessed them. And said to them, this was the first commandment. He said to them, this is the first commandment, be fruitful. And when he said, be fruitful, and when he said, he was saying, produce. What is your product or service that you're rendering? Do you have a product or service? Or do you only say, or do you only for your success? Prayer alone won't take you anywhere. You need to have a product and your services. That's a command from the Bible. Be fruitful. Produce, have a product or service. Multiply. In other words, it must be nations, not only you. Number three, this is subdue. Subdue must be the best in the market. Must be the best there is. And finally, I said, dominate. Have dominion. Dominate the industry. Dominate the industry. The law of difference. Second law, the law of recognition. There was this young man who bought a picture, a beautiful picture from the auctioners. Then on that picture, he bought it very cheap. He took it home. And the wife was mad at him. He said, why are you buying this picture? It's so ugly. He said, no, I like it. I don't know why, but I'm attracted to it. Then one day was sitting there. He decided, no. And seeing that I'm with my wife all the time, and the film is beautiful. Let me take this picture out of frame, so that I can look the picture of my wife on that frame. Maybe she will be excited. Then once you remove that picture out of that frame, you realize that inside behind that picture, there was another picture, which was liberated by the owner, because it was the most expensive picture. And perhaps he wanted to make sure that when thieves come into his home and take whatever to leave the picture, he knew that there was something behind that which was very expensive. And the guy who was the behind the picture. When you took it back to the office, they paid him millions for something that you got it for nothing. Recognize the faith, the law of recognition. Jesus Christ himself between two thieves. And only one of them recognized him. And as we're speaking today, is this Jesus Christ. The law of recognition. Recognize the mentor in your life. Get a mentor. Get the best mentor. The voice of a mentor is for protection. You'll avoid pitfalls. You'll avoid what we have gone through. We have paid school fees for you. As a mentor, Eli knew the voice of God while little Samuel could not recognize it. The law of recognition. And as a mentee, there are three types of mentees. We have got what we call a parasite who wants to use you as a ladder. We hate them with passion. We have got what we call passive mentees who want you to do everything for them. I've seen some other places there. Where do I get the money from? You tell them, they say, okay, give me an application form. You give them an application form, please fill it for me. Then they say, please go and talk to them on my behalf. It can't be. It can't be. You don't have to be passive. And the best type of a mentee that you want to work with is the passionate one, who has got a great attitude. Recognize a mentee, a mentor in your life. Also recognize the opportunities that comes to your life. Opportunity of a lifetime lies within the lifetime of that opportunity. Once that opportunity is gone forever. It will never come back. The hours of a clock keeps on ticking, and they don't wait for any man. Grab those opportunities that comes to you. Recognize an opportunity and grab that opportunity with both hands. The other time I realized and watched the people who were surfing on the sea, I realized that they wait for a wave to come. And then when the wave comes, it is best that they jump inside the wave so that they can surf better and they enjoy themselves. If you miss the sea wave, it may never come back again. Try it today to manufacture mask. Who will buy it? Manufacture sanitizer. Who will buy it? Opportunity of a lifetime lies within the lifetime of that same opportunity. Move with time. Change wherever you need to change. The law of recognition. When we grew up, we used to buy encyclopedia. They refused to change. And Google took over. Who will buy encyclopedia today? No one. Who Google information. Post office refused to change. Who still post letters today? No one. Kodak, they refused to change. We used to shoot pictures and send them to P.O. Box 66 birthday and come back after development after 6 weeks. Now you shoot 20, 50 pictures here and you delete some of them. Things have changed and they move faster. The law of recognition. When we move to cassette, then we move to CDs.
Then we move to USB. Then nowadays, what do? We download music. Stay technical. They refuse to change. A new metro. They are gone. DSTV took over. And now DSTV refused to change. Netflix came in. Then they put me under the shamans. Too late. Too late. The law of recognition. Recognize the opportunities in your life. Number 3, the law of service. The law of service. You are promoted by the person you serve. Mentorship is never cheap. This is what it is. The other time, I was seated at home, and Dr. Elijah was online. I think most of you know him. He said to me, Charlie, I need to go to Swaziland to meet with the Prime Minister. I said, no problem. As my spiritual father, the person who's mentoring me, can I go with you? And he said, no problem, let's go. But you know what it meant? It meant that I had to drive him from here to Swaziland, so that I had an opportunity to speak to him throughout the way and back. That's mentorship. I paid the price and I drove him. And for your information, I hate driving. I don't drive. That's why today I came with my boss. I hate it with passion. Yesterday I went, I think, until 9 o'clock. We left Joburg at 9 o'clock, arrived here at 1 o'clock. And after 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I had to start with my prayers. Whilst I was still praying, someone from somewhere goes inside and asked, I'm still praying. He said, no, breakfast is 9 o'clock. You're laughing. By that time, I'm not ready to fast. I slept. But I slept inside the car like a baby. I slept as many hours as we did. That's how I get my time. Get a mentor. The law of service. We went to Swaziland with Dr. Elijah. When we were there in Swaziland, after driving him, we went to see the Prime Minister. Guess what? I was holding his Bible, walking behind him. From there, he said, let's go to see Kim Swat. I went with him. After that, the Prime Minister said, I want to do some businesses here. I don't even know what to do. I said, Prime Minister, don't worry. I'm here. You are promoted by the man you serve. Elijah to Elisha. Mordecai to Esther. Paul to Timothy. Moses to Joshua. Most of the speakers that I mentioned to you, especially the Americans, when I was at Rhema Bible College, I used to drive all these big name speakers. And I was saying, yesterday I was saying at Rivers Church, they had a women's conference. Guess what I was doing? I'm a master when it comes to cappuccino. I was making cappuccino for the ladies. I was saving with no pay. The law of service. Saul went to look for his father's donkeys. And in the process, he met Prophet Samuel, who anointed him as king. When you serve, you connect. The law of service. Number 4, the law of focus. The law of focus. I think someone spoke about the focus here already. How do you keep a man's dream? Make him lose focus. Not all dreams are from God. Try to dream of a bathroom. I warn you, don't use it. If you use it, you'll regret. The law of focus. Not all dreams are from God. And yet, if I want to destroy you, I can give you a good dream today. You work on it. Before you finish it, you get another good dream. You work on it. Before you finish it, I give you another good dream. All the dreams may be good, but if you don't finish your dream, if you don't focus on one dream until you finish it, you lose everything. The law of focus. Let me tell you something. In the taxi industry, as an example, this is what I picked up. One taxi, you make about 20,000 rand. If you have got two taxis, theoretically, you will make how much? 40. You won't make 40. You'll probably make 39. If you have got three, you're supposed to make 60. But you're losing more focus. You'll probably make 55. If you have got four, you're supposed to make 80. You won't. You'll make 71. The higher you go, you tend to lose focus. And you must know your climax. Like with me, I know in the taxi industry, my climax is 9. When I add the number 10 taxi, my income remains the same. I add number 11 taxi, my income starts dropping. I add 12, it drops. I sell one back to 11. I come here. I sell another one back there. It's here. So I know my climax is 9. That's how far my focus in the taxi business can take me to. Some other people, they call it a lead factor. And how do you enhance your focus? Very easy. Number one, have a dream wall. Others, they call it a vision board. If you come to my office, behind me is a map of our neighbor, Zimbabwe, where most of the Zimbabweans, they come to South Africa. I had that map of Zimbabwe before I even went to Zimbabwe. I knew where the Great Dyke starts from. I knew where the Great Cove is found. I knew where the Pansy is, where Maronde, where. I'm not talking about Bulawayo and Harar. I'm talking about the villages where the minerals are. Every time I walk into my office, I will see the map there. I said, okay, here's gold, here's the diamond, here's this kind of a minerals. It's my vision board. The other side of the wall is a wall with the pictures of my past. I hate it, but I celebrate it. The other part of the wall is the pictures full of my future, what I want to be. That is my vision board. If I want to check your phone now and look at the pictures, you'll be shocked. It's pictures of your past. Even the one that is showing this morning is already in the past. Do you have pictures of your future? Do you have pictures of what you want to be? I've got the model of my life. Because I want to have a child of my own. And unfortunately, my son was a toy. He messed it up with no wings. I've got the model of a man. For me, I put it there as a vision to enhance my vision. Every time I walk into my office, I see Ferrari there, I see an aeroplane there. It reminds me of where I want to be, where I want to go. The law of focus. 1,000 wrong voices will whisper into your ear. 1,000 wrong voices will whisper into your ear each and every day, and they will not destroy you. Your refusal to recognize the right voice will destroy you. The law of focus. Number 5, law of teamwork. Invest in human capital. You know what? I'm a dunderhead. I've failed so many times at school until such time that one of my best friends, Pastor Strike Mangai, used to call me a professional university dropout. I went to TNT because I did not pass very well in my matric. Then I went to teach. I applied for a study bursary. Like enough, they gave it to me. Then I went to University of Natal. I enrolled there. I studied for only 1 year. I was a student because I failed. Then I went to TEF. After 3 years, I was second, and I failed my second. And my study was over. I had to go back to Guyana and work. At Guyana, there was another university called UNICA, which was the rehabilitation center for all the people who failed in other universities. You get only old people, no youngsters there. And it was only in the evening. I tried it. I failed. But after 6-7 years, I was left with only one course to finish up a 3-year degree. Then I went to UNISA. I said, no, TEFCO can give me something, a letter to UNISA. They gave it to me. UNISA, they accepted me. I failed. I'm an F student, but I employ A students. Hence, I ace whatever I do. If you employ someone who is equal to you, your business will grow to their level. If you employ someone who is greater and smarter than you, your business will grow to their level. The law of teamwork. You need to value your team. Simple saying, I value you. Your team needs to be inspired. To inspire is different from motivation. I don't inspire my team. I don't motivate my team, I inspire them. When I inspire them, I take the best out of them. When I motivate them, I push them to do what I want. They operate at their level best when they're inspired. You empower them, then you give them courage to be real, courage to be themselves. I don't delegate authority. I delegate authority. I don't delegate task to my team. When I delegate authority, in other words, I say, this is the authority, these are the parameters where you can operate, go and be the best you can be. But when I delegate task, what happens when the task is over? You sit down and wait for me to come back and give you another task. And I also delegate stress. I give them freedom to be creative. You know, the other thing when you deal with your staff, because you have got only two hands, you can only handle two things at a time. If you want to handle more, get teamwork. Know the language of your team. Language can be a barrier. I don't know how many Zulu speakings are here. You know, I had another girlfriend of Zulunyana, so, and she used to make me angry. When I speak to her nice, oh, how do you tell me Unamanga? I can't know another story. I know Unamanga. Until I realized, oh, my sister, it's a tell me more. It's an exclamation. Surprise. Give it to me. Sometimes the word empty, you know, empty simply means a bottle. It does not mean empty. Sometimes the word I am sure does not mean I'm sure. I mean, maybe, most probably. But what do we say? I am sure. The word checkers is a plastic. It's not the checkers that you know. It's not checkers that you know. The language of your team. Now I'm busy writing book on women, I'm busy writing men and family. Women, one men and family. One other thing that I've discovered is that when a woman says I don't have or a specific to wear, she simply means I don't have anything. She simply means I don't have anything new. And when a man says I don't have anything to wear, I don't have anything to wear, I don't have anything clean. Same statement, different meaning. Know the language of your team. This one has been said already. Take a pause. Take a pause. Don't be hasty to speak. Retaining your softness in spite of abuse sometimes is the best form of defense. There's a picture. I don't know if the clip is there. Do you have the clip? Yes, if you can play it. If you look into that picture, and take it up there late. There's a man there on top. And that man there, there's a rock. And there's a woman there. There's a snake. The man there does not realize there's a snake there. And the woman there does not realize that the man there is trapped. Are you able to play it? Okay, now if you can do so, okay. I am so much pain, yet I'm still pulling you as much as I can. Why doesn't he try and climb a little? The moral is, you can never see the pressure of the person is under, and the other person can't see the pain. This is life, whether it's with family, feelings, or friends. You should try to understand each other. Try to see the situation of the other person. Put yourself in their shoes. Learn to think differently. People look at others.
It's like so never you. You may wish other people will understand. Helps. So be honest with other people. Don't make yourself excuses. She said, practice the pause. Pause before you speak. Pause before you. And pause whenever you react. You might avoid saying things you think. Be kind to each other.
Practice the pause. Practice the pause. Be kind to others. Time does not allow me to go to law number 6, which was about prayer. But it has been said already that you can't do anything without prayer. All I can do, I can just read you one scripture on prayer that I sit down. You know that prayer is communication with God. Am I correct? If you spend time with God, you become better. John 4, verses 7 is a story about this woman at the well whom we criticize. And from my view, she was a great woman because she was a marriage material. She managed to lose 6 men and marry them, not fat and set. If you read that story, you realize that verses 9, the woman says you are a Jew. Verses 11, she called him Sir. He's no longer a Jew because they communicate with God. And the more you communicate, verses 19, she says, I now perceive you're a prophet. So you're no longer a Jew, you're no longer a Sir, you're a prophet. Verses 25, she now says, no, you are Messiah. So the more you engage yourself in prayer, you communicate with God, is the more God will reveal himself to you. And verses 42, she says, indeed you are Christ, the Savior of the world. Engage yourself in prayer. The other time, I went to Devon and I stopped at Moy River. And when I stopped there at Moy River, I went to the bathroom. That's Moy River is halfway to Devon. I went into the bathroom, and as I was there in the bathroom, I went into the urinal. Then I helped myself. But you know, our men's gents would write nonsense on top. Then I was there. Then I'm reading. Ubusasa bakho, busezandleni zakho. Ubusasa bakho, busezandleni zakho. Gentlemen, from today, your future is in your hands. A round of applause for Mr. Charles. Thank you very much for that. And we are moving on. You're reaching me to comment. I don't see it. The questions the questions that I have here. I realize that there are some questions that will be best answered by Dr. Bia, who is absent. Allow me to skip those. And otherwise, the the rest of the questions that have been answered already in the talks. Maybe things pertaining to mentorship, unless you want to go deep into it. I've had already the advice that have a mentor. Allow me to just also skip some of those. But otherwise, let's just take the next 10 to 15 minutes and then let's deal with the questions. I thought the old way might work, but I think it's more engaging if I give you the mic. But let me start with what we had planned. There's a question here on the slide. And it's one of those voted high. When they will say one of the speakers might feel they could get onto it, I don't know. At what point does one begin realizing that his mental health is beginning to change for the worse? Should I leave it for the Caribbean? The platform will be up until Wednesday or Tuesday afternoon. So I'm going to try and get some of the questions answered through the very same platform. So hopefully by Monday, depending on how available the speakers are, very busy. So I'll try my best to get this question to Dr. Albia and see if it cannot be answered. The next question is quite popular. If you are starting your own business, how do you attract investors and how can you create capital to start up your business? Popular, but you want to start your business and you want somebody to or so that you can start. So who is it? How to get the startup for business? Oh, there we go. Thank you very much. Bye, my God. Which one? Footprints of the legend. Footprints of the legend. It's going to be helpful to you. But on a serious note, I've got stories there on the footprints of the legend. When God went to Moses, he said, Moses, what is it that you have in your hand? And Moses thought it was a staff. It was a stick. Little did you know it was something that he can use to liberate the children of Israel from Egypt. My question to you, what is it that you have in your hands? You need startup? What is it that you have already with you? Each and every one of you under the sound of the voice, you have got literally everything that it takes for you to be a success story. You start with what other people have. This morning we had breakfast. Most probably they had a tomato in it. Even this afternoon, I saw someone eating this green stuff with small tomatoes and was also eating the seeds as well. Oh, see. I thought you would say the grapes. Inside every tomato that we eat every morning, there are seeds that you can dry and plant at the backyard of your own home so that you never ever buy tomatoes in your life. From the backyard of your home, then you can start a farm somewhere. If you are faithful with small things at the backyard of your home, then God can trust you with the farm. Start with what you have, where you are, Look inside yourself, deep down. In my book, Success Code, I've got a chapter which says, find yourself. Who are you? Once you find yourself and everything that you have, you'll go very far. There was a spider in my home in that corner, and I wanted to destroy it and kill it because I want clean stuff. I took doom to spray. But then something said, don't do that. I stopped. Instead, I took a feather duster and then I removed it. Few minutes later, I looked at the other corner. The same spider in a new, brand new spider web. The spider did not go out of my house. All the material that it needed to rebuild, you got it inside you. Look deep down inside you. You've got everything that you need. Even before you go to debt for investors, if you have got a small car and you want to start Uber, you have Uber already. When I started my taxi business, I may not go there, but it did not cost me a cent. There's not even a single business that I started that costed me money. All I had was to look inside me. When I started my taxi business, it's a long story, but to cut it short, I went to a garage with one friend of mine who had a car which was paid up. And then, when we were there, Mr. Fantoke, and then I said, I've got a car outside there. How much is it worth? He said, no, 35,000. Okay, 35,000, I want to buy the taxi. How much deposit do you want? He said, 25. I said, Mr. Fantoke, if I buy that very same car, how much will it cost me? He said, very same car, because I won't have done anything to it. How much would 35,000 have done anything to it? I said, how much deposit do you want? 10. I said, how much deposit do you want? Then I had to deal with a friend of mine. Who had a debt-free car. Then with my friend, he took his debt-free car, he deposited it for a kumi, 25,000 rand. Then there was 10,000 left. All I had in my first day of teaching career in 83, I took my first salary advice with the 10,000 which was left over to buy back his car. So we went there, spray. God will give you creative ideas when you engage God in prayer. Went there with one car which was debt-free, went back home with 2 cars. Then he drove his brand new VW. I drove his second-hand Ford Laser. And the first robot, we stopped. I said, friend, go to your car, I'll come to my car. Perhaps on that note, to answer another question which is there, we were forced to be in partnership. Because in every partnership, you must add value. I came with a value and an idea. He came with a car, which was the value. Never ever want to be in a partnership with someone who does not add value. So I came with an idea and a salary advice. He came with the car, then we became a partnership. And the partnership is not like marriage. We are not married for life. So we agreed right from the beginning a way of escape. Partnership have a way of escape. We agreed that once we've got the second taxi, he's going to take one, I'm going to take one, and then we'll have helped each other. Then we'll go separate ways, and we'll part it nice. Every single thing. Where would you get the money to hear where the money is? They're talking about planting tomatoes. When you want to start a multi-billion, why caterpillars, so you are white. Talk to me, guys. So, what are you getting, Mr. Mtili? Put up the stand.
On that note,
Yes.
that line is very thin.
Yeah. Yeah.
To making it and making your 2 years. I guess within your 2 years.
How many?
2 years.
Your 2 years. 2 years.
This thing between the 2 years is your success. And I think on that note, you need to be comfortable and start thinking. Because you want somebody to come and invest in you. What do you invest in? What's the story that you're selling to them? I think that it was somebody putting money in you. But I think what is important is that, and this is really, very important, guys. We want to start running before we can crawl. You want to start having bigger things. You want to start running a budget of $1 million. You haven't run a budget of 20,000 rand. That's a problem. So what is important is for you to believe in yourself first with your target and go and sell the idea. But you're not just selling the idea for somebody to put money in you first, but to invest in you. But to invest in you with ideas, not money. We rush to get money from people. But if you go to somebody, as he said, that you need to have a mentor, and he gives you ideas and you don't, and we don't, it's easy for them to put money because they can pay you. Very easy for them to put money in you. But exactly what he said, start with small things. Do things that people don't want to do. Guys, in restaurants, there's waiters there that work in restaurants. If you can ask yourself how much money they're earning even better than people that work in the mine, because they get paid for 4,300, and they get tips from you guys, and they get commission also. At the end of the month, when they're counting, it is over 10,000. But they've got cash every day. And a lot of gentlemen, they target them. They become boyfriends so that they can get airtime for them. Because they have money every day. Just think about it. Those small things that you look away, like taking your own where you're not supposed to be money to make. Right? My killer is a farmer. And is a pharmacist also. So, you understand?
Let's not go there.
No, I'm just saying that for the fact that the people that sees value in it, they are on it.
In my head. You have a problem with such things. Maybe the bone is broken. I'm the X-ray man. So this question kept repeatedly coming. Where do we get mad? Are you okay today, or are you going to ask the next one? Next conference, next year? This business, or this one will be strictly business. Nisha, you know where to start. Start small. That's what you mean. Carry you. Scaffold, don't worry. I want sound. When the speakers they say this. This mic is an SLX mic show. How much do you think it costs? Hey, Mr. DJ, how much is this mic? Come again? 12,000 SLX.
Only one. Yeah. Or it's not an SLX2. It's an SL58. And it's 9,000 rands. 12,000 rands. Hey, you never sound. Hey. You never know that is show. And then start small and then build up. Don't start by running. Want to start up there. So they say, whatever that you have doesn't have to be material. It can just be in you. It can just be between your head. That will help you to start. All right, next question that is up there. Are you satisfied with how this question has been answered? Okay, let's move on. See how many questions we can get before we run out of time. There's a question here from Mr. Mike Matamata, and he's asking, it is obvious that you are operational or you've been operational during the early stages of the business. It's obvious, isn't it? How do you gauge as to don't move. The thing is moving. Okay, how is it? How do you gauge that it's now time to work on the business or work in the business when you're operational? When is it? How do you gauge? And they directed it to Mr. Powers, but I'm opening it to anybody that's willing to answer. So you're operational, and your business is going. If I'm understanding the question, and now you want to know. Is it time for me to work in the business, or is it time for me to work on the business? Or when do you gauge this should happen? So, is there a time frame?
I think yes, there is. And it's from the day you start your business. Why? Why am I saying that? Because you need to go to the loo. You need to go to your toilet and do what he said, right? If you go to the loo, somebody must take care of your business. So it's for you to impart your knowledge to somebody that is next to you. So start preparing that person from day one. You need to go and do your stock. Somebody must take care of your business. That very same person that you're leaving in the business to take care of it, that is your success plan. Train that person so that you're not afraid to go to the shops and go and compare the prices from one shop to another to buy the stock. So basically, it starts with you when you're planning your business to say, I'm going to work with Tatemuro, and working together. This is how to do it. If I'm not there, I'm there. Things must be exactly the same. With you or without you, people must eat. With you, without you, people must get injection in that pharmacy, in that clinic or in that surgery. So basically, it starts with you from day one. Day one. You need to have somebody that replaces you when you're not around, substitute you when you're not around. Right? I don't know if I'm clear.
How important is partnership with your spouse in business and family? I think they've touched this over and over again, but it's one of the most voted questions. Let's deal with it.
over to you. And now you are a business. Hey, Versace. Come on, I'm check this. Oh, okay. I'm not sure. How important is this partnership with your spouse in business?
Yeah, you must remember that you are one thing with your wife. So when it comes to business, really, if she understand the business and how everything works, you should give her that room also to be part of the business and be part of the decision-making processes of the business and not excluded. Unless if she does not really have interest on that kind of business, she's just interested maybe on the fruits of the business, but not really, she's not into it. Maybe in that case, then she'll just be a silent partner.
You see, I just want to add to what he said. There is a mistake that we usually make, especially for foodies. When I'm at the road, you get married, you are called. Your wife is not called to the ministry, but you drag her and force her. And that's why our churches don't grow. But as you have said, if Mom Ruth is also called for that purpose, by all means, drag her and work together. But if she's not called, there's nothing wrong for Mom Ruth to sit down and get someone to be a women's leadership, someone who can do that effectively for you and on your behalf and on behalf of the church. You said you are a radiographer, am I correct? Correct. You go to work every morning. Correct. Do you go with your wife? No. I wasn't taking sides, I was just answering questions. I had been a teacher for 15 years. I never took my wife to the class. Doctors as well don't take their wives to the operating table. But when it comes to business, because it's my business, it's a family business, it's a church, we are the two shall be one, it can't be. But if she's called and she's got all the skills, then she must be the one who's favored above all to occupy that position. Hey, oh, no. My issue. No, if he's only using it, it's going to be a problem. So is the wife important? Is not important? What is the conclusion? Now they're saying, in support of the business, how important is your spouse? And now the business, I don't know if it means ministry too, or they say, no, you cannot start talking about ministry and business in a different way. But when you take them here you say no, here you say yes. So the question is partnership in business and in family. Okay, we can go up to depends. Don't just drag her into all the partnerships. Because in ministry, she might not be good. But there's somebody better in leadership that you can put on that area, and then the church as a whole comes. This is always calling up on your wife and saying to more please. Okay, but it's fine. That is the point that Pastor Moving is putting. But he's saying also in the end, if she is well qualified for it, and then in all rights, let her go for it. So I think or it's still dependent.
Guys, you see this thing of when you die and your business dies, it's because of this problem. That your family don't know what you do. Even if they don't become your partners, but let them understand and know your business. When you get home every day with your white shirt, you are tired. They're the one that receives you with those emotions and nurse you and give you massages and make you feel better. Therefore, it's very important that they must know what you do, so that they can carry the legacy. If you go when they still, your kids are still young, she can take your values to your kids, and the kids can carry those values forward. It's very important. We're not saying that bring her to be a partner in the business, but she needs to know and understand. Because we live but we go fast. You know,
correlate with your success.
Exactly. So what we are saying is, your family, which is your wife and your kids, need to know the ins and outs of your business, like you know it. It's very important. Your wife, you need to tell her all the problems. If things are not going well, you need to tell her. If things are going well, you need to tell her, so that she can help you to pray when there's problems in the business. But if you how are you having problems in your business, it's not going to help with you. It's not going to help you with anything. She's you. You said you are one. So tell her everything that is happening in your business. Let her know. And I respect the two answers from the pastors. Is that you are now one. So let's know all these challenges that are happening. Somewhere, somehow, you need to protect them and don't tell them the truth, because they might not be able to handle the truth. But it's very important that you need to guide them, teach them, if they are teachable. Teach them the business, so that one day you need to just send them to go and represent you in one of the meetings. And after that, hear how did it go. So that if you were to die and she has to jump in and take the business, she knows what to do. Point.
It's expanding. It's expanding. You look at your area where you are with your wife, it's expanding. Gentlemen, we are at 4 o'clock, and according to me, that's the time I've been allocated. You can hear that everybody still has more to say, but for today, I think it's enough. I've got some questions here, a lot now. I didn't have questions in the beginning, but now I've got a lot of questions, and I see I'm not going to go through them. That's why you think as a moderator, give you the task to go through questions, and can go through half but quiet so far, and I wish to end the plane here. Is that okay to you? I don't want to promise any other way, but show you. We'll keep the platform open until Tuesday. I don't want to promise. I'm still going to speak with the people, mostly the speakers, and see if they've got available time, but they can tackle some of the questions. Let it not be a promise, but we will look into it. Hopefully, this is not the last time we meet, and we are going to meet once more here. Come on, gentlemen, let's give ourselves a big round. And when we give that round of applause, let's acknowledge and welcome on stage our hosts once more, just to come and do the last proceedings and the Thanksgiving. Ladies and gentlemen, the host and the men's conference here in Begersford, Apellico Makina. Once more. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. You may have a seat. I have no words, and quickly the Bible verse came to my mind. I'm going to read it to you. Psalm 118. The Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. The Lord has done it this very day. Let us rejoice today and be glad. Hallelujah. Let's clap hands to the Lord. There's no man that can pull this through without the help of a competent team. So let me start by saying thank you, the Kingdom Business Leadership team, for putting this through. You're just amazing, and you actually exceeded our my expectations. So let me thank you very much. Give special thanks to the pastors that are here today. They are going to teach tomorrow, and they are here and they are still here. Servants of God, I really, really thank you. And I know it's through your praise that we saw the hand of God in this. Thank you for honoring this, and may God continue growing your midst to the next level. We're not going to get you have done an amazing job. Amazing. I was sitting there and I said, come on. You got to be that matter. It over done this. Let me be biased. If my wife is near mine, I'm calling her. I know she's very shy. My son was here, she opened with the poem, thank you, young man. I'm really proud of him. My wife will tell me, coming here, she's very shy. We're going to fight over this. But I think each one, it's next conference, and allow me to invite her here. While she's still coming. Gentlemen, my seniors, my pastors, I don't have words enough to say thank you. I don't want to tell this audience that what happened. But I said to myself, this was made by God. And God used you to make this success. Afford you. He gave you a baby. I said, you're not making money. It's still okay. With all that wisdom, with all that knowledge. Actually, this man brought his family. They are now somewhere around this, just to come and impart his knowledge and wisdom to you. This man is my friend in his place. Not my friend. This man, I invited him here because I know the ways that he told me. And I knew that if he comes here and speaks to you, things are going to change in our lives. My friend, we drove all the way from Cape Town this morning. Thank you very much. Thank you many times. Thank you very much. He's going to Botswana. He left for Botswana. Actually, I was stopping a pause here and then go to Botswana. Then you go to Botswana. So thank you very much for honoring this and deliver the message to James. My pastor, this man is a father to me. When I was delivering, this vision was coming and I was checking out, and he said, this thing. And I said, now I have a fear. And I told him last night, a fear of rejection. Why did I call this in the God? And he did not say anything to me, but I heard his voice, because it's my pastor, saying, it's not your way, it's the Lord's way. All the Sundays we were teaching in church, I took those messages. That's why we're here today. And many other things I'm doing is because you taught me right. They God elevate you, growing, and give you more and more wisdom. I think it was a right touch, knowing the minister, then later the book, I'm speaking to you, of God here. Otherwise, I would have checked it out and something. When I called him, I think it was in his office, because I visualized it. When I told him about this, he never met me. What did he see me? I saw him going through his diary until the date of the night of September. And in my spirit, I felt that he cancelled something. I felt it. He did cancel something. Then I said to him, how much is going to cost us to be here? He said, I can only give you blessings. This lady is only one. If I take this one, you'll see how many came back. I think what elevate you. When I met him this morning in the hall, I said, Rudy is my spiritual mentor. I want you to be my business mentor. I want to say to you, she wants to get slow. Gentlemen, I'm sorry to bring woman into our house, but we're coming from Joburg to buy stock because we are retailers. She's my partner, go with her everywhere I go. Buy stock together, go to the shop together. She knows my tears that can feel the 2 liter. I cry. But on this event, she played a very important role. I remember driving around Big Bang and saying, we can do this. We can do this. And I was driving 140. And she gave me 105. And that alone was much more sweeter than the kiss that she always gives me. I can't even mention what we sacrificed for you to have that today. If she said, no, we're not going to. I love you. Thank you very much. There to our own things. I saw like no. It's not like you don't read books. It's not like you don't watch videos of speakers. But you came here to make history. So thank you very much And once more, I congratulate you. We have picked the that to receive from. And my prayer is, let's go and implement. I said in my opening, a very short story, because I'll give it a chance, that the legacy, our legacy, is not what we do for ourselves, what we do for the next year. We are going to raise our focus because of these messages. We are going to have better generation because of this talks. Of course, we will prosper in our lives, but just that is just a cherry on top. Our focus as kingdom business leadership is for the next generation. That's why we say we're building modern day kings. I'm finishing. The sponsors of this event, Europa X-Ray, Master Classic Health, Pilopini Pharmacy, Podcast, Missionaries of Purpose. Thank you very much. Let me just share you with one thing that I think will have some value in this talk. I never met these people, never. First time I met them today in this place. I've never met missionaries of purpose through Mr. Mandua. I've never. I met him last night here. First time. So I see this, I like it. I'm giving sound to you. Sound. This, what we are having here, we should pay for it. This men, young men, I saw them only this morning, but what they have done and what they are still going to do with what they have captured here really makes me happy. And I still say, this is the Lord's doing. I can't reveal what the Moruba X-Ray did, what Master City Health did, what Pilopida Pharmacy paid into this. But I'm extremely grateful. But for you students, for just touching your businesses, coming here, I declare you the platinum sponsor of this event. Thank you very much. Let me thank the Almighty God. The spirit of order prevailed in this place. I've praised my team, I've praised my wife, I've praised everybody. But it's God who did this. And it's marvelous in my heart. Let me give announcements. We're going to be open 3. 1. On the 9th, 8th and 9th of March next year, 2 days, business seminar, 8. We're believing God for this. And pastors here, let's pray for this. It's going to be 2 days. It's going to be a big seminar. I don't even say that we're the prophets outside going to impact the nation, not only but get more details. So 8 and 9, keep it diarized. First day will be just amazing. Second day will be day of talks. But the first day is going to be something that is going to impact the entire nation. So you better follow me on Facebook. I think I'll start using more of my page. So just keep watching the space. On the 7th of September next year, men's conference coming back. I was telling my wife, I was like, this need to be a day of talk in my mind. I'm not saying that. A day of talk and a night of networking, digesting all this. I think we didn't allocate enough time for this. But we have really got for the event I'm announcing today. The last one, and it's a sad one. I felt in my heart that I must announce. Pastor George gave me the permission to announce it. We were supposed to be plus one person in this room today. The servant of God paid, was willing to be here and upbeat about it, but he left us. This morning, last night, he left this earth to be with the Lord. That is something that touches me a lot. And to Pastor Walter Mokhotu, may your soul rest in peace. And I wish we can stand up and have a moment of silence. I've never met him, but he wanted to be here. Amen. May his soul rest in peace. From what we have done. Thank you very much, and I really thank God for you. Amen.
All right, don't forget to buy the
Missed, and also welcome to share the comment. You know, I was in. We saw some comment. Thank you so much for your comment. All your comments, guys, and it was a success. Those that are joining, please give us your last comments and just tell us how was the show. I'm ready to enjoy it, and we apologize. There was some time where we were break due to the load shedding and the network sometimes was not stable. We have a little bit to make sure that we make it happen. And we thank you so much, guys, for all the effort. And please, I'm waiting for your last comment. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. From Kenya, people that will be coming from South Africa, talking about matters that are affecting Africa. So, thank you so much. All the best. Yeah, I'll say hello. This guy has been running around here. Maybe he wants to say something. I don't know. Please talk to him. Says that this was a success. And it went well. I don't know, from your point of view, how was every speakers talking from different fields, talking about actually partner with their partners into business. So do you support the idea that you don't have to allow your partner to be in business?
Yeah, before I was against that, but I realized after I realized that it is important.
How important on one basis? Because how do you? I mean, I perceive it in a very, very different way. For me, I think putting your partner into business is a problem because some of them they take advantage, or maybe it depends with the educational background, how educated they are. I don't know, because from my side, I feel like it's going to be very, very, very unfair to put your partner into business. What if maybe this person she's not born for business, or she doesn't understand anything about business. This person is going to take everything. Also, those who are joining in from the live stream, please share your view. If maybe you have any comments in relation to that, share your Facebook, your Twitter, and check hashtag KBL Men Conference Success. We all enjoyed it, and I can tell you, all those that joined it, all enjoyed the show, and it was a very massive side. And we say thank you so much, guys, and please let's make it a success. Let's make it a success, and thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. And it's all the best. We really enjoyed the show. And thank you so much. Have a view of the outside of this. Yeah. I'll give the guy the. Yeah, Wabana Malakana is did good.
You are listening to Go Youth Podcast with Ali SA. So let's talk about all the societal issues affecting the youth, issues such as relationships, money, and many more. Lucky thing is that you can listen to Go Youth Podcast in the comfort of your own home. Go Youth Podcast, by the youth, for the youth, about the youth.